The biggest thing I have taken away after reading both the Nunes memo and the Democratic memo is that there was willful collusion between Americans and Russians. Russia collusion has been proven. The Democrats colluded with Russia, and that has now been proven. The Democrats have been using Russian propaganda to accuse their enemies of colluding with Russia. The DNC and then the Hillary Clinton campaign bought unverified Russian propaganda intended to sow discourse in America, and the Democrats used this to sow discord in America. Even worse, they entered this Russian propaganda into the courts in order to cheat in a presidential campaign. The craziest part of this whole story is that they still are using this. The mainstream media denigrates President Trump and the America First movement every chance they get, trying to link them with Russian propaganda. Meanwhile, the mainstream media's biggest tool in this investigation is Russian propaganda. How can people on the left not see this as plain as the nose on their face? These are the things that prove brainwashing is real. For decades now, millions of Americans have been brainwashed. This is the kind of thing that simply proves it to be true. How can anyone not see that the Democrats have paid over $12 million for Russian propaganda and fed it to the courts and the mainstream media to divide America? The mainstream media has twisted themselves into a pretzel using this information, and they don't seem to care. They have been asking themselves, how dumb is their audience? A semi-literate 5-year-old with half a brain could see this conflict, using Russian propaganda to accuse their enemies of colluding with Russia. If you don't see this obvious conflict, you are brainwashed. Wake up. You are working for the enemies of America. Stay a liberal, stay a Democrat, but stop pushing our enemies' narrative. Our enemies are succeeding because they not only have the mainstream media pushing their agenda, half of the country is believing their narrative. Wake up.